Hey everybody, you're watching Cole the Cornstar. If you guys are liking this beautiful weather as much as I am, don't forget to like the video. That totally had nothing to do with the video, but while you're thinking about it, you might as well. Last night a bolt broke on the disc. Cooper, Daddy, Cornstar, and Neva are getting this fixed. We've got about 40 acres of ground left. That was just really rough last year, so we want to run the real disc over that so that way we can smooth it out. Cooper's breathing right down our neck with the planter, so we got to get it done before he gets there.
Not going up?
We're getting her fixed. We didn't have any issues transporting down the road, so I suppose that's a pretty good sign. This field used to be in the Conservation Reserve Program, and last year was its first year out, so this field is really rough. There was a lot of old anthills and stuff, so that's why we got the real disc here. We're here to smooth it out.
We're gonna pick up some sticks and logs. Cole's gonna be out picking them up while I drive the real disc, and I guess I'm on camera duty. A little nervous about this. I don't want to run him over. I'll try not to. Oh my gosh, this is so nerve-wracking. I cannot believe he's making me do this. I'm scared. I don't know about this, Cole. There's one thing I know about Cole is that he does not like messing with barbed wire, and guess what he's doing right now? I feel like I'm stalking Cole. I'm going so slow behind him. It's kind of funny. I get the fun job driving this big tractor, and Cole fortunately gets the boring job picking up sticks. I say he's pretty nice since he didn't make me do it. Look at him go! More sticks. Alright, off we go again. We found another stick for our collection. Vamos! There he goes again, dealing with the barbed wire. Does not look happy. Gotta do what you gotta do. Cole does get the boring job and I do get the fun job, but sometimes it's a little tiring because I have to hold on the clutch, and it's a heavy clutch. It's hard. My leg is tired. I had to switch legs. Yay, we got more sticks for our pile. Alright, now I'm using both my feet because both of my legs are tired. More barbed wire! It feels so good to let off that clutch. He's gonna take our little baby pile and he's gonna put it in the big pile. I told everyone how much you love the barbed wire.
Oh, barbed wire is just the best.
Just got a call, farmer over this way. I've never met the guy, but he needs a bearing for a McFarland reel disc, and we might have one. Our local dealer doesn't have one right now, so the farmer was told by our local parts store that we might have one. And you know, I thought, we're busy and everything like that, but dang it, when we're busy and our parts stores go out of their way for us, I'm gonna run home and see if we got this part for the farmer, because I'm sure people would do it for us if we needed something like this. So I want to return the favor. Like I said, I know sometimes when we get busy, it's like, why should I worry about them? It's teamwork. We need teamwork, and I guess I'm gonna take the time to run down, see if I got the bearing, and it will just make me sleep that much better knowing that if I can help this guy out, keep him in the field, I am gonna do it.
You know, I'm not a great recorder, but I'm gonna try my best here. So few other things about the AgLeader that is pretty convincing to get, and I don't know how we didn't run without it before. I'll show you on the screen. Something new this year is downforce, and it's on each row, and it puts pressure down on each individual row. So if the hard spot, it'll push down. If it's soft spot, it'll raise up. So then the seeds are exactly at like whatever you have it set at for 2.5 inches. So they all come up at the same time. So if we go to the downforce here, it shows all the light spots is not compacted ground, and the darker spots is compacted ground. So if we go over to here, where we always park our grain carts, there used to be a building site here, park our semis here, you can tell it's really dark. And so it's putting more downforce to make sure that seed is at what we have set at is 2.5 inches. So then you come over here, and these lighter spots, it's not so compact. So it puts less force down. So like I said, it keeps it at 2.5 inches. With the downforce, it puts your seeds at exactly what you have it set at, so then they all come up at the exact same time, so you have exact merge. In Dad's tractor, my tractor, we are running on M-Command 1200. On the top of my cab, I'm running a GPS 7500, and it has TerraStar X. The accuracy is within an inch on the ground. With TerraStar X, the GPS is coming from the sky. Last year, Dad was running Wasp on his tractor, which is free. TerraStar X, you have to pay a subscription for. Wasp is not as accurate. It's between 8 and 6 inches. So if you want your field super accurate, you want to have TerraStar X. So when I turn around and on my next pass, I'm always 30 inches away from my other row. So I am straight, and from one end of the field to the other, I will be off within an inch. If you think about it, that's crazy. This year, Dad is running, it's kind of new, TerraStar L. L is just a little bit better than Wasp. It's more reliable, and you won't lose your signal as much. It's still between 8 and 6 inches for accuracy, but the reliability is a lot better. Last year, Dad was having troubles losing his signal because we're kind of in the hills, and this year so far he has not lost signal once. TerraStar L is also much cheaper, not quite free, but it is very reasonable, and it is definitely worth the cost of what it is. Nice thing about the auto steer that's in this tractor is this is a newer one, and you can do it on the older ones. It's just more expensive, but they just tap into the steering valve, so this steering wheel does not move, and Dad's has the motor on here that does. And that is a much cheaper way of getting auto steer for an older tractor. I don't know if you can tell or not, but my line is just straight. And on here you can set your AB line, and it'll just follow that line. And as you can tell, I've just been going back and forth, back and forth. And my grandpa, you guys never met him, but he was super good with his markers. I mean, he could plant super straight. I mean, there was times where it was like, what happened here? But overall, he could plant really well. Another super big thing that we like about auto steer is running at night. Because last year we had a super wet spring and we were not able to run during the day usually. Time it dried out, it was 5 or 6 o'clock. So our planting time was from like 6 in the afternoon till like 3 in the morning. That was like every 3 days we could plant because we'd get rain all the time. I'd say the first year that auto steer got paid off just because we had to plant at night. And Dad does not like really planting at night, and he always complained about his eyes straining and he couldn't see his mark. But with the auto steer, he didn't have to strain. Even at night for me, you know, if you have a marker, your mark's black and it's dark out and your lights are trying to find that mark, and it's hard. With auto steer, you're not overlapping, so therefore you're more efficient and you're getting more done in a day than you would before. In this planter, we have electric shutoff. They can save you a lot of money. Each row can shut off individually, so you have no overlap. So over here in this part of the field, I had a bunch of point rows. It's had a lot of turning around. And with the 24 row, you'll have a lot of overlap. So with those shutoffs, they'll shut off right when it's gonna cross where it's already been planted. It'll shut off right then and there, so you have no overlap. And with no overlap of seed, you're gaining money by not wasting seed and from not overpopulating that area. So therefore you're saving money in harvest too. And you're saving confusion of when you're going with the combine and you're trying to combine, you're like, where do these rows go? I know on our 16 row, we have row shutoffs every 4 rows, and that was new to us last year, and we were amazed on how much seed we saved just from those 4 shutoffs on that planter. And this year, we have 24 shutoffs on this planter, so it'll be crazy. As you can see here, I'm coming up on a point row, and each row will turn on individually, as you can see. Therefore, I'm not wasting any seed, and it's placing it right where it needs to be. I didn't come in very straight, but oh well. Saving seed is huge on a farm because seed is so expensive. Like a bag of corn is $300. This planter will hold 95 bags. So you take 95 bags times 300 and you're saving seed on your point rows, even just, you know, when you border drawaways and you go across them, you're not wasting seed there. You can save a lot of money quick if you have a lot of acres. Even if you're a little farmer, you're still saving some money. Anything you can save is good. Keep that in your pocket. Buy a new tractor or something. Another big yield benefit, in my opinion, is that on this monitor, you can see your skips and doubles. And I know on the old planters, you don't have that, and so you can't see your skips and doubles, and you don't know, oh, do I need to turn my air pressure up, or oh, do I need to turn my air pressure down? So that is another big thing that I like about the electric drives. So as I come up to these end rows that are right up here, all my electric drives on each row will shut off individually, but since I'm on a straight row here, I mean, they all basically shut off at the same time, but you'll see that all the bars there are green, and as I hit my stuff that I've already planted, it shuts off, and now I'm not planting. Now I'm taking my second pass around the field along the fence, and on the guidance here, I have it set on Smart Path. And with Smart Path, as you can tell, my line is not straight by any means. Smart Path records exactly what your last move was or anything you do in the field. And so then you come back, you can copy that exact same line. And then I'll snap an AB line, and then I can have a straight line across the whole field. So I did on the other fence row, I snapped an AB line, so I have a straight line. But as you can see here, I'm going at an angle into these rows. So I'll press my auto steer, whoops, my auto steer. It'll find its line, it turns the wheels, gets where it needs to be. And as I pull up, I drop the planter as I've switched my hydraulics down. And as you can tell, that gray bar, each one turn on as it needs to. As you can see up here in the corner. Well, they're all turning on. And 24-row, if you didn't have those, even a 16 or a 12 or an 8, no matter what you got, you can save a lot of seed and confusion in the harvest with row shutoffs and electric drives.
I'm currently hiding from Cole. I got out of the cab to walk around and I've been messing around with the camera and now I'm hiding from him. Let's see if he spots me. And now I'm simply adventuring. I don't know what I'm doing. I just needed to break out of there for just a little bit. I needed to stretch. It's so windy outside today too. But it's so nice. The wind is actually warm today. I'm super excited about it. All right, how do I do this? I'm gonna need help. Okay. We almost hit a rock, but Cole spotted it just in time.
This is actually our last cornfield, and Cooper's is right over the hill on the 24-row planter. Neva's putting in the stops real quick before he take you down the road. So we should get done planting corn within the next couple hours, and then we're going to switch the 24-row planter over to beans, and we have about 220 acres worth of soybeans left to plant. With the 24-row planter, Cooper can do 30 acres an hour, so that's not going to take it very long. Since we got done here, we're going to take this tractor over to the farm Neva was at last night where she broke a bolt. There's about 4 acres left there. And then we just got to wait for the wind to die down a little bit so that way we can hop in the sprayer.
Oh, I'm on one of them farms. There's a lot of turning around, a lot of dips, and it just takes longer to do this farm than a nice square farm. It's a farm that produces good and everything. It just takes a lot longer, and I don't know if you can see all the trees. The whole thing has trees around it. So sometimes there's tree branches hanging out there and stuff. But we're gonna get her done. So I've been a little slow on the camera today, trying to watch things so I don't break a window. It could happen. It could happen. And it ain't gonna happen again today, anyhow, that is.
Just a little bit hilly out here. This is our last chunk of corn. I don't have very much seed left. I just have this to do and that to do. So it's gonna be close. I'm getting real low on seed.
These are some of the little paths I have to go to get to some of the back fields on this certain farm. It's really hard when the path is so narrow. Your neighbor's fence is right there and you have a big ditch on the other side. There's really nowhere to go to make it wider. So Cooper or Cole could not get the big planter back here. It's almost too tight to even get the 16 row back here.
You did a good job running the disc, babe. So now that we're all done disking, we're waiting for the wind to die down so we can get out in the sprayer, but Cooper is just about out of seed and he's on just the last couple acres, so we gotta go grab some from the shop. And I would imagine Dad's gotta be getting pretty close too. Never mind, I stand corrected. Cooper just texted and said he's done, so we're all done planting corn once Dad's done with his last field, which he should about be done with. Now we have 220 acres of beans to go. Neva claims she doesn't run through every single stop sign that she comes up to, but she does. So we're gonna have video documentation. I know she doesn't do a complete stop because of how she lets go of the clutch. She thinks she's stopping.
Somebody got done planting corn. Let's do a happy dance.
So now we need to get this stuff off of here, and then we need to load some soybeans.
What a great feeling! I'm on the last monitor was going off, so I thought something was wrong with my planter. I am on the last path of our corn for this year. What a good feeling to get corn done. I better not speak before I'm crossing the finish line. You know how that goes. Boom! Something slaps you in the face and you got 5 acres left and you gotta stop to repair something. So I'm not gonna brag. We've been pretty lucky in our area this year. Last year was absolutely miserable with all the rain and everything. But this year it's been a really nice spring. It's been fairly dry. We've had a few little showers, but nothing too bad. I'm going across the finish line right now! Woo-hoo! What? I spoke too soon. I'm about 200 feet from the end. And I got a little drag plug up or something in my row back there. I can see it piling up, so I'll get out. I'll be right back. If something breaks this time or something happens, I'm not stopping. Back in this field, the last 15 feet, nobody would notice anyhow.
You guys want to see something that is definitely OSHA approved? More like definitely not OSHA approved. It's kind of funny watching people walk across it though. God's an incredible artist, isn't he? Seed tender's all full. We got about 11,000 pounds worth of seed on here. This field's about 145 acres. And then after this one, we just have an 80 right down the road and we're done planting. Like done planting. How's your day been today so far, Neva?
I'm busy, but good. Busy, but good.
Oh, hey, look, we have the 24-year-old planter. Natalie's here.
Hey, that's not very nice.
Cole just made it down to work. Hey, Neva!
Well, we're done with corn. 10 acres of beans and we're done.
And I was bragging when I was getting close to being done with corn. I was like, yeah, we're just gonna hit the finish line. Had a row plug up and I had to stop and get out for a minute.
How'd you make out today?
I made out really good. I was in a field that had a lot of, it was just a curvy farm and a lot of trees on the edges. So it was 72 acres and it just takes some time there, but it worked in nice. It looks good. So I think we'll be fine. Hey Zig, say hi to all your fans. Don't you like Cooper holding you? What's the matter, buddy?
Ooh, this way. Ew, put him down. What are you doing? You're making him so mad.
Zig.
That's so scary.
Come here, buddy. Come here. Yay.